My first instinct is to go forward into that teleporter, into the central area of this floor to find the stairs down. But I mustn't listen to that instinct. There's still an area on the previous floor that I haven't yet explored, and I need to explore that before I move too far down. It could be much like the other area that I couldn't get into on a previous floor, much higher up, where I just missed a very obvious switch. But to find that obvious switch, I'll need to fight my way through an area that I've already been through, likely teeming with etins and scaladars. But if I'm fast, I should be able to do this. If I'm fast, I need to be quick. The quicker I am, the less likely those enemies are to get me. Let's go. Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Dungeon Hack, and when last we left off, we're going to do a little bit of backtracking, and we're not going to arm ourselves with a spiritual hammer, because when we're not armed with a spiritual hammer, we hit for that much more damage with this weapon, or so it seems. We managed to defeat that scaladar in only 2 hits, which is quite impressive. What we want to do right now is we want to defeat this foe and then get to the stairs that lead up. Because once we head up, we can get to the area with the minotaurs and we can have a look and see if there's a switch that I managed to miss somewhere. There are 2 enemies here and one of them is an etin, and fighting an etin is fine. The other foe, I believe, however, is a scaladar. No, it's an etin. That's also fine. We can take on another etin. They don't hit that hard. Well, they hit for about 20, but that's a lot less than hitting for a lightning bolt's worth of damage, like that scaladar could do. We're going to head up, and we're going to face all of the minotaurs that are up here. Maybe there's an even more difficult enemy up here as well. We're going to find out. And that involves going down here and trying our best not to get lost. It's easier said than done, even on a level that's fairly linear. So I want to take the turning right here, and then I want to go through the secret wall. Over here we go. We're looking for a switch, and one switch in particular, and I really don't want to keep smashing Celadran into walls, because that's not really going to help us. Alright, we may find a minotaur or 2. That's okay though, we can quite easily take care of minotaurs. I believe it is here that we want to go to. Somebody said that I missed a switch there. I didn't explore down here very thoroughly, to be fair. And there's definitely something there. Let's have a look. Yes indeed, there's a very obvious switch leading to a minotaur. And we can take on a minotaur, or 2, or even 20. I hope there aren't 20 minotaurs in here. So there indeed is an area here that I missed before, and it appears to be full of minotaurs, which doesn't really surprise me. But does it have anything else in it? Let's have a look and see. It might have something else in it. It might have loads of treasure. Alternatively, it might have a minotaur or 2. We can take care of a minotaur or 2, or even 20. But again, I don't want there to be 20. And there appear to be no more minotaurs, and no more anything here. Which means that we've finally filled in this area. There was nothing of significance in this area, but it was definitely worth checking out. We could have used the, this here, the Amulet of Imminent Return, to try and get to here, but we'd have had to go through a teleporter first, because the amulet counts things like teleporters as the stairs that you've gone through. It's either stairs or a teleporter, and this thing is turning me around, which means that I'm going back into an area which I've only just explored. You crafty, crafty traps, making me backtrack upon myself. Let's quickly head back to the stairs down. We're definitely going to rest before we go down the stairs, however, because we don't want to face the scaladars and the etins that we have yet to defeat, armed only with this Wand of Smiting, a shield, and absolutely no buffs. I might actually use the weapon without the spiritual hammer, just so that we can get that tiny bit more armor class. This actually brings us below 0 to -1, which is a rather impressive armor class. I'd like it to be better, but I only have what I have. A better shield would certainly help. We're going to rest now, and we're going to cast healing spells. It really didn't take that long. Time to get some buff spells ready. For instance, Create Food and Water, always a good one to cast. We also want to have Prayer ready. We also want to have Aid ready. We also want to cast Bless, and I do think we want to cast True Seeing. One thing to note is that people have suggested that I use the Shocking Grasp power. I really don't want to use that one on my Scaladars, for the primary reason that using that one won't really help me against them. That's because the Scaladars have a habit of not taking much damage against lightning, and that ring that provides the Shocking Grasp power deals a lot of electricity damage. We don't want to hit it with electricity. It actually may help the Scaladar. We don't want to help the Scaladar. So down we go, with 62 health. Hopefully we'll be able to very quickly make some headway down here. We're going to do that by trying to move, past the Scaladars, and head down as quickly as possible. We took 26 points of damage there. That's okay though, I can deal with taking 26 points of damage. We want to go down here, into this teleporter here, as quickly as we possibly can, so that no enemies reappear, and now we are back here. We're going to do some healing for sure, because we want to be at maximum health when we step through this teleporter. We don't know how many enemies are going to be on the other side, or what those enemies are going to be. I really want to clear out as many of them as possible before I step back into here, because stepping back into here is a pretty good idea when it comes to recuperating. Alright, we're back to here. Time to step through and see what we can find. The answer is seemingly not a lot. This area is, has one enemy in it, one Scaladar. Come this way, let me hit you with that. This weapon that I've been holding for a long time. It's quite a good weapon, actually. And 11 damage there, and you are not yet dead. It would seem like we've gone back to dealing the same amount of damage that we did before. So what we're going to do is we're quickly going to switch this away and do some healing and prepare the spiritual hammer. Whatever boon I had concerning dealing more damage to the Scaladars has disappeared. Either that, or it never was a boon and I was merely imagining it. That is quite likely. So another Cure Serious here. That gets us up to 51. We have some more Cure Lights that we can use. I can definitely hear Ettins there. So perhaps using the wand with the shield did not make me better at defeating them. It's a shame, but it was worth experimenting. Let's open this up and see what's on the other side. The answer is an Ettin. Come this way, I wish to throw this at you. And then throw this at you some more. Or you could just move to here, and then we'll hit you. And now I have to wait for this weapon to come back. It didn't take too long. This opens up onto the central corridor, which means that we can just go this way very slowly and find all the enemies that we're going to be facing here. And hopefully we're not going to find a difficult enemy that's far tougher. We're inevitably going to find one, but I don't want to find a very difficult one. I'll settle for another Ghost Warrior even. A Ghost Warrior would be fine. This is when, hello Mr. Scaladar, you might as well be the more difficult enemy for this level, because you're going to fire lightning at us. We don't want you to fire lightning at us, but it's something that you do. It's something that you have a lot of skill in doing. Are you gone now? You are not gone yet, but you dealt 12 points of damage and you've gone through that teleporter. That is as good a result as I could hope for. More healing is to be done. More getting ready for all the other enemies here. There are quite a lot of other enemies here. Most likely more Scaladars, but there might be something else. Like a dragon. We have a scroll to protect against a dragon's breath, but not really that much else. It won't protect us from the dragon's claws or anything like that. We need a gem. Fortunately, we have such a gem. And there is an Ettin. Hello! We've opened the door to where you are. You are now free to come this way. Also free to die by this spiritual hammer. Have at thee! You have a lot of health for an Ettin. And now you have no health for an Ettin. Any more enemies here? Well, there is another Etin. Is that an enemy behind the Etin that I haven't seen before? Or is that another scaladar? I actually don't want to defeat you to find out. But we're slowly backing up down this corridor. It's another scaladar. That's fine. Let's just get to here, shall we? And then go into here. Come this way! I wish to very quickly try and defeat you. And unfortunately, because the hammer missed, it had to go all the way down that corridor. We'll just do that. You're very slowly hitting us for quite a lot of damage, but you are dead, and you dropped a balsa wand. A handy thing to have. We'll just put that there. Do we have any more healing apart from our big healing? We have Cure Critical. We could use that. We also have Heal. We also have Hero's Feast, which does heal us and restore all of our hunger, and also protect us from poison. It's quite a good spell. I also think it provides Bless, as somebody told me. It's pretty handy. Alright, down here we go. There is another Etin. We can take care of Etins. We might need to rest in that room by the teleporter, though, just so that we can recoup all of our healing. Anything else here? Alright, another Etin. We could take on another Etin. And there's a scaladar behind the Etin. That's not great news, but we'll take care of the scaladar in time. Most likely nowish. There you are, hello! We need to back up quite a bit more, because we don't want you to hit us with that lightning. That lightning has a nasty habit of killing us extremely quickly, and our spiritual hammer missed, which is unfortunate. Because now, this enemy is going to get right next to us, which is very bad. Or you're going to go down there. That definitely suits me. Keep going that way, scaladar. We'll just throw this at you and get a free hit. Marvellous. And then you are gone. Your foolishness was your downfall. And we like that being your downfall. We could go directly across here. That seems like the most sensible idea, so that we don't have to take any turns. I really want to save, though. I've been saving a lot on this floor. We're probably going to be saving on a lot of all the other floors that are to come as well. Alright, quickly we're going to go this way. That is something that is blocked, and we can't go that way. And there is an Etin. That's okay, we'll just slowly back up, and this is when we are ambushed by an enemy from behind us. Fortunately, that was not the case, so we can back up a fair bit more. There you are, and there you're not. And here is a scaladar. You were trying to ambush us. Fortunately, that didn't work. We need to back up a lot more and go this way, because those lightning bolts move really, really fast. Unfortunately, we've moved further away from the spiritual hammer. There is the spiritual hammer. Where is that? Hello, there you are. You're very slowly getting towards us. I think if we move far enough away, the enemies don't tend to pathfind to us very quickly. That is an advantage, but we want to defeat you and get all the experience that you have within you. We'll just move around this corner, get another few hits, and you are gone. Excellent. This way we go. And we want to keep heading this way, just so that we can get to the end of this corridor. Anything at the end of this corridor? Nothing at the end of this corridor. Okay. Which means that there are only two ways that we can go. Up or down. We've seen a bit of up and we've seen a bit of down. I'm going to head up first. This may be a mistake, but we're going to find out. There is a turn there. And there is the enemy that we haven't seen yet. I have no idea what that enemy is, but that enemy looks fearsome. And very slowly this foe is getting closer to us. Let's just try and hit it here and back up a lot more. This enemy doesn't seem to have a ranged attack, which is good, because I don't want this enemy to have a ranged attack. I don't want this enemy to attack me at all. If you could just stay far, far away from me. I have a theory about what this enemy is, but I'll need to check the creature totals to confirm that. And there we go. We have found another book. I am really wary about reading this book. We've also found a Wand of Distance. I suppose that's not so bad. What was that thing? It had so many mouths, and I did not want to get on the wrong side of that thing. I'd best not think about it and move on as quickly as I can. We need to drop something, and you know what? We have plenty of rations. We'll drop one of them for now. Alright, Creature Total, tell me what that thing was. That thing was a Greater Faya. I've never heard of a Greater Faya before. I thought that thing was a different monster. Turns out I was wrong. Let's leave here, and one of our spells has expired. We really should do some resting right now, just so that we are as ready as we can be when we go and head down the rest of that corridor and then to the other side. One of those corridors has the way out, and we need to find that way out sooner rather than later, so that we can find what other foes are going to absolutely obliterate Celadran. And this is when we find beholders, and they really can just disintegrate you. I may have made a mistake in thinking that the lightning bolt was disintegration. Beholders can just disintegrate you, turn you into a pile of ash, and dust, and nothing. I hope we don't fight a beholder. Then again, I don't think we can be so fortunate. I think we're probably going to have to fight at least one. One more spell, True Seeing, there we go. We are as ready as we'll ever be to finish off exploring this level. And to do that, we need to head up. I still don't want to read that book just yet. Maybe I'll read that book in a little bit. Hello, you! You're an Etim. That's fine, I can take care of an Etim. If you just keep coming this way, we will fight you in the most unfair manner possible, which is me just generally backing away and throwing things at you. It's the Drake way of killing enemies. Throw things, and hopefully the enemy will die before they reach you. If you can throw magical things, all the better. We're going to actually go down here first, just in case there are more enemies, and there are no more enemies. Always worth checking, though. And here is another Etin. I'm going to head down here very quickly and hope a Scaladar doesn't ambush us. A Scaladar did not ambush us. It could have happened, though. And you are gone. Let's keep moving up, shall we? And up here is the stairs down. Excellent. We have found the way down to the next floor. All we need to do now is head this way, and we'll have explored absolutely everywhere here. And let me say that I really, really don't want to go back to anywhere on this floor, because this floor is full of peril, and Scaladars. Now, we want to go this way, I believe. We want to go this... Have I gone the wrong way? I think I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? Oh, yes, I've gone the wrong way if I want to back up. I want to go... Uh-oh, that's not good. We are currently trapped. What we really want to do is just stay still, because if we stay still, the lightning bolt will go past us and not through us constantly. Alright, lesson learned. Do not go the wrong way, because the Scaladar will take advantage of that, and will block our escape. That is a sound I'm not going to forget for quite a while, the sound of the Scaladar. And there is another Etin behind the Etin. We will go this way this time and head in the correct direction. We will back up a little bit more. We didn't actually need to back up anymore because the Etin died. Anything else down here? Nothing else down here. So that means that we can head down to the next floor, to the 11th floor of this dungeon. We are definitely going to be doing some preparation first. And I may even read that book at some point. Not right now, but I'll definitely read it at some point. For when we come back, folks, we will leave the 10th floor of this dungeon and head over to the 11th floor of this dungeon. With luck, it will have enemies that are far less dangerous than the ones here. We're going to need a lot of luck if that's going to happen. A lot of luck. So I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. I still haven't found many kinds of floors that I thought I would encounter. We're so far beneath the earth that we'll find a floor that's waterlogged eventually. Still haven't encountered one yet. Haven't found any pits, haven't found any very devious traps either. Perhaps the person that designed this dungeon just filled it with enemies and hoped that people wouldn't get all the way down to the bottom. Perhaps. I'll find out one way or another. That is, if I don't die. I've been very fortunate up until now. Those scaladars could have been the death of me, and the Medusas too. Still, there could be worse down there. There could be. Later.